Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So this is Grammar for the Well-Trained Mind. We did this earlier in the year, or maybe it was last year some. Anyway, we went way through it. It's actually the one that gets really hard with diagramming, and so we got to that really hard part and we stopped. But it appears as though the parts of speech y'all are having trouble with. So that daily grammar that we're doing on Schoolhouse Teachers is not working. So here's what we're going to do. And real quick, this video right here, real quick, I'm just going to scan through week 1 and week 2. Okay, I think there's like 4 lessons in each. So the first 8 lessons, we're going to go really fast because these are just really simple. Just want to kind of review those. Then I've already got older lessons recorded from way back, starting with week 3, lesson 9. And so I'll go ahead and just start putting those on Google Classroom, and I'll print the week out every week, and you can do them. If you can do it and you don't need the video, you don't have to watch it, but it's there in case you need it, okay? Because I'll walk through a lot of it with you, and as the weeks go on, it gets a little bit harder. Okay, so week 1, now I did not print this out for you, so this is just on your screen. So week 1, lesson 1 goes over nouns, concrete and abstract nouns. Okay, obviously a noun names person, place, or thing, or an idea. Concrete nouns are those things that can be observed with your senses. That it means it's something you can touch, it's something you can see, it's something that you can smell, it's something that's concrete. Anytime anything is concrete, if they say, well, it's a concrete this or typically that means it's something that you can see, hear, taste, smell, touch, whatever. Abstract nouns are nouns that you can't touch and you can't smell and you can't sense those. Okay, so for instance, we'll do a couple of these. All that glitters is not gold. Is gold something that you can, like, you can sense it? Yes, it is. So gold would be concrete. What about this one? Forget injuries, never forget kindness. Now in that sentence, kindness is a noun, but it's an abstract noun because you can't hold kindness. You can't use your senses, okay? Let's do this. He who conquers his anger has conquered an enemy. Anger in this sentence is a noun, and it is abstract because you can't use your senses to touch it or feel it or taste it or whatever. How about a leaky house can fool the sun, but it can't fool the rain? Okay, house, concrete, sun, concrete, rain, concrete. Okay, so each row here contains 2 abstract nouns and a concrete noun. Find the concrete noun and cross it out. We'll just look right here. So we'll just name them. Okay, hunger is abstract. Delight, abstract. Confusion, abstract. Shock, abstract. Guard, now guard can be a verb, like if someone is guarding something, but in this sense it's talking about a noun, so it's concrete. It would be, look at that guard over there. So it'd be a noun, something you can see. Self-control, abstract. Thirst would be abstract. Frosting is concrete. Okay, so I think you get the idea. Concrete and abstract. Okay, lesson 2, adjectives, descriptive adjectives, abstract nouns. These are things that we've already learned. An adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives tell what kind. If I were you, I would get like a note card and I would start making notes on these because you're going to need to know them. And at the top, I'd put adjectives and I'd put what they tell. What kind, which one, how many, and whose. Because if you can remember that, it makes it so much easier to pick out your adjectives. Okay? So descriptive adjectives tell what kind. A descriptive adjective becomes an abstract noun when you add ness to it. So cheerful. Look at that cheerful person. Okay, cheerful is telling which person, which one, which person is the noun that cheerful is describing. Okay, now if you add ness to it, it becomes an abstract noun. He's so full of cheerfulness. That is an abstract noun. Okay, oh, there is a grumpy man. Okay, that would be a descriptive adjective. Okay, it's telling which man is it. Grumpiness would be, oh, he is just so full of grumpiness, or he's got grumpiness today, or whatever. It becomes an abstract noun, okay, when you put ness on the end of a descriptive adjective. Okay, cowardly line. Which line? This is a descriptive adjective. Line, is it abstract or concrete? Concrete. Wished for courage. Abstract noun. All right, look here. The yellow brick road led through a field of crimson poppies. All right, yellow brick road. Which road? Which one? The yellow brick. So both of these are descriptive adjectives describing the noun road, the concrete noun road. Okay, field, concrete noun, of crimson poppies. Poppies is a concrete noun. It's a flower. Okay, which poppies? Crimson, descriptive adjective. Okay, you probably have that, but let's look at this one. The travelers were overcome with sleepiness when they smelled the flowers. Travelers is concrete noun. Sleepiness, concrete noun. Okay, if it said the sleepy travelers, then sleepy would be a descriptive adjective because it would tell which travelers. But in this one, they put ness on it. So it says they were filled or they were overcome with this noun, which is now an abstract noun. When they smelled the flowers, concrete noun. Okay, turning descriptive adjectives into abstract nouns. Obviously, sadness, truthfulness, effectiveness, ugliness, silliness, sluggish, eagerness, bulkiness. And I know you know the spelling rules about it. Y'all know, y'all can spell very well. Okay, color names. Let's see. Underline all the color words in this paragraph. Then write A for adjective or N for noun above each word. If you're not sure, ask yourself, okay, so the color names say red, what? If you can answer that question, you found a noun that the color describes, which means it would be an adjective. So Rachel held her sister Dana's hand as they walked up the turquoise path. Okay, so turquoise what? Turquoise path. Okay, since we found an answer to which one or what or whatever, that means that this is an adjective. Turquoise adjective. Into the yellow candy store. The yellow what? Candy store. Descriptive adjective. Candy of every imaginable flavor covered the walls. Dana immediately headed to the magenta jelly beans. Magenta what? Jelly beans. Magenta is a descriptive adjective. Rachel laughed. Dana's favorite color was magenta. Okay, magenta what? There's no answer to that. So that means this is an abstract noun. Okay, abstract noun because there's no answer to what it is. There's no answer to what it's describing. Okay, all right, we'll skip the rest of that. I think you probably get that. Common and proper nouns. I know y'all know those. Capitalization of and punctuation of proper nouns. Books have to be, if you type them, they have to be put in italics. If you type the name of the book, if you handwrite the name of a book, it has to be underlined. Okay. A sea or an ocean, Sea of Galilee, Sea of is not, but Sea and Galilee are. Port of Los Angeles, see what's uppercase and what's not. Isle of Skye. Okay. Holidays, the word day is always capitalized with it. Deities, that's like gods. Minerva, Hawaiian god. Okay. Days of the week are always capitalized. Months are always capitalized. Seasons are never capitalized. I don't know why, but they're not. Okay. The names of books, I told you, the first and the last words are capitalized and any important words in between. Same with these others. Okay. Now, television shows, stories in a book, poems, songs, and chapters in a book. Those you write with quotation marks around them. Okay. Always capitalize and italicize the names of ships, trains, and planes. Okay. These are common nouns. Proper nouns would be those that would have to be upgraded. So friend would be common noun. Proper noun might be the name of a friend y'all have. I don't know, Allison. Okay. The name of a book, just the word book is common. The name of the book should be, whatever the name is, it should be uppercase. Pilgrim's Progress. Movie, the name of the movie, uppercase. That's proper. I think y'all know these. Okay. This just wanted you to write those correctly. Okay. I think y'all got capitalization down. I mean, y'all know those. Proper adjectives. Proper nouns. Okay. Proper adjectives are going to be like American cheese, Spanish food, Chinese decor. Okay. An adjective because it's which decor? Chinese. Which cheese? American. Which food? Mexican. So proper adjectives are going to be those things that tell which one, obviously. Okay. Y'all know these things. I know you know them. A compound adjective combines two words into a single adjective with a single meaning. When the mine collapsed, it sent a plume of dust sky high. I just had a 30-minute study session. Okay, so in this first one here, sky high. I don't know what this is telling you. Sky high. Obviously, I don't know what this is telling you, so we'll skip that. Maybe you'll learn that on your own. Yeah, I remember doing this. This was crazy. Just using these, you know, to make them into adjectives. Okay, so which cakes, which festival, which cathedrals, which period in England, you know, those types of things. Proper adjectives. Yeah, and proper adjectives have to be uppercase. Islamic, uppercase. Mecca, uppercase, that's a city or a place. October, farmer's market, uppercase. Anyway, you know those. Hyphenating attributive compound adjectives. Hyphens prevent misunderstanding. So a small town boy or a small town boy. Now, a small town boy is a boy from a small town. A small town boy is a town boy of a diminished size. So make sure, you know, if you put a hyphen in between these little words like this, it helps you say what you're trying to say. A small town boy without the hyphen means he was small and he was from town. But a small hyphen town boy means he was a boy from a small town. Violent crime conference. Okay, this is a violent crime conference. That means the crime conference became violent. But here it means they had a conference that was about violent crime. Okay. Anyway, you kind of get those. Sometimes you have to use the hyphens. Okay, week 2. Okay, this is talking about noun, gender, and personal pronouns. Now, noun, gender, nouns can be masculine, which means they relate more to boys or to the male counterpart. Nouns can be feminine, which means they go to, you know, female. And then neuter means that it could be either. Okay? You use neuter for nouns that have no gender and for nouns whose gender is unknown. So just remember that. I mean, there's really no teaching it. It's just some nouns are masculine. If I said, I don't know. Let's find something here. Girl, obviously. That's a feminine noun. Axe, neuter. An axe can't be a boy or a girl. You see what I'm saying? So some nouns just that you know they're girl nouns, they're feminine, and some nouns you know they're boy, you know they're masculine, and then others are like, oh, that can't be either, so it's neuter. So Pronoun takes the place of a noun. I know we've been talking a little bit about pronouns. The antecedent is the noun that replaces it. So here are some personal pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Okay. So, like I said, if I said, Addie is reading her book, she really likes it. Okay. She is the personal pronoun that takes the place of Addie. Addie is the antecedent because it's the word that had one take the place of. Okay, so we're going to skip through here. Substituting pronouns, rather than saying Libby plays the piano, Libby's getting good. Libby takes lessons. Libby enjoys piano. Instead of reusing the same noun over, the same proper noun over and over, replace it with some pronouns. Libby takes piano lessons. She really loves it. She's really getting good. See what I'm saying? Just substitute pronouns so that you don't have to use them over and over. You have to be real careful though, because you got to read your sentence where you put those pronouns in. Sometimes it didn't make sense. Like it's what we call it a misplaced pronoun, where it's misplaced. Libby and Addie take music lessons. She really enjoys it. Okay, who is she talking about? Obviously, you'd use they, but I'm just saying that sometimes, okay, how about this? Addie and Libby feed the pigs. They are happy. Okay, is they talking about the pigs, or is they talking about Addie and Libby? That's what I'm talking about. So you got to be really careful sometimes when you write and use pronouns. You got to make sure that pronoun, that you know what the antecedent is. So pronouns and antecedents. Remember, and the antecedent, don't let the big words scare you. It's just the noun that the pronoun takes the place of. That's all it is. All right, lesson 6. Verbs. You know what verbs are. State of being. They can be linking. They can be helping. A verb tells what someone does or something does. State of being verbs are am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Memorize those. State of being. In other words, those are verbs. They're just state of being verbs. I know you know how to find verbs. Both of you know how to do that. Okay, this is just giving you a subject and telling you to use a state of being verb and an action verb. So the rabbit was or is, and then for action, the rabbit hopped. So that's just all it is. So do that. Strong action verb. That means rather than saying spoke, you could say apologized. Rather than say moved, you could say ran. Rather than saying ate, scarfed. Rather than saying broke, shattered. That's all it is. Helping verbs. Okay, so we have action verbs. You can do it. Helping verbs, just help. Like formed. Okay, so waves form in the ocean. Okay, form is your verb. Okay, that's an action verb because it can do it. Waves are formed. Okay, are would be a helping verb. It's just helping it. Okay, y'all know how to do those. Here's the whole list of helping verbs. You might even want to write those down on a note card. Lesson 8. Okay, personal pronouns. You got singular and plural. You got first person, second person, third person. Okay, I think I remember in the teacher book how it said how to. I have always had trouble remembering what's first, second, and third person, but there's a way to help you remember it. First person is, think of a room, okay, and then you walk in. Okay, so when you walk in, or no, excuse me, when I walk in the room, I would say I'm in the room, and then if we all went in, I'd say we are all in the room. That's us. That's first person. We're the first person in the room. Okay, second person, I would turn, like if you came in, I would say you came in the room. Okay, plural, I would say you came in the room, but if you're from Texas, y'all came in the room. You're the second person in, you and y'all. Okay, and then we have a third group of people come in, and I point over there and say, he came in the room, if it's one, or she came in the room, or it came in the room. Or if it was plural, I'd say they came in the room. They're the third person. So first person's me, second person is you, third person's them over there. Just remember that. Capitalization and punctuation practice. Y'all can do that. Or y'all know how to do it. You don't have to do it. These are all just practice. Okay. So this is going to start here. Now, if you want that to be all for today, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and put some lessons down. I'm just going to use the lessons I've already got recorded, so I don't have to record again on Google Classroom. If you need it, use it. If you don't, I don't care. But I do want you to learn this because for some reason y'all are having a lot of trouble on that other stuff, okay? All right, so that's all for that.